Assalamu alaikum, ladies and gentlemen. I hope all of you are staying at home and are safe and have somehow managed to stay away from the coronavirus. So, today I've come up with an absolutely new presentation, a new topic, which is very important in these times. And it's called How to Develop an Online Training Module for Your Corporate Learning. In these times, we all need to switch to online training, online tutoring, online learning since we can't go to our workplaces, our schools, our colleges, our universities, and what have we. So it's very important that we understand this online model and how it works. As the elderly would always say, in every crisis there's an opportunity. So here's another opportunity for us to learn the new tricks of the trade. So without waiting much, let's just start on this presentation. Building courses can be tough to get right. Not only do they have to be educational, they also have to be manageable for your learners to complete. One of the most effective and actionable ways to achieve this is by creating a course that's made up of training modules. We're going to look in this course, in this short presentation, as to how you can use different online training modules to build courses that keep your learners motivated and engaged. So we need to first define what is a training module. A training module is one structured section of a course. The content within a training module should be designed and created so as to support the learner's intake and retention of the information it contains. Grouping training modules together is used to create step-by-step learning. Each module forms one part of an overall topic, enabling the learners to gradually progress through a course module by module to reach and accomplish their training goals. It's a tactic, a learning tool to make trainings delivered through an LMS. What is an LMS? A learning management system which is more digestible. So, in order to develop an online training module, we have to keep five things in mind. Number one, we need to know our audience. Number two, we need to break the topic into modules. Number three, we need to plan our content formats. Number four, we need to add knowledge checks. And last but not the least, we need to have a responsive course content. So now let's delve directly into the number first topic, which is knowing your audience. First up, you need to focus on who will be taking the course. Knowing your audience determines everything from the tone of your voice to the content formats you will be using within each training module. For example, if you're training partners or senior staff members, you may want to use a more formal tone of voice. If you're training a smaller team within the company or new recruits, for example, you may want the tone to be more informal with the younger ones. On top of this, Knowing when and where your audience will complete their training helps you to decide how long a course should be and how many modules you should include in this particular course. If your learners will be training on the go or in between completing tasks, you need to create a shorter course with multiple modules that they can dip into. If they'll be sitting at their desk, then a longer course with denser modules work best. Now, item number 2 on the list is break your topic into your modules. So now you define your audience. Now it is time to think about how to organize your course content. Let's break down a sales onboarding course into individual training modules. As an example, you need to create a course for your new sales hires, which they'll complete on their first day. Now you decided to break this course down into 3 training modules, let's say. The first contains an introduction to the company, which would include company background, the core values of the company, main teams, how many departments do you have, the roles and entitlement, for example, how much commission are you going to pay them, how many paid leaves would they have, would there be health care, a medical facility available to them, etc. Okay, so the first module gives your new hires insight into how the organization works and what they can expect from their new roles. Now, the next module jumps into the company's culture, getting your new hires settled in before they start digging into the more challenging elements of onboarding. It could include examples of how the company support its culture and core values. What is the vision? What is the mission statement of the organization, as well as information on any social groups within the company. Lastly, the third module features an overview of the sales team, which is the core work of this module. This doesn't need to be overly detailed. It could simply introduce the sales team with a short bio on each team member and explain the function the team plays within the organization. So here is a graphical representation of what I just mentioned in the 3 modules, like introduction to the company culture, and the introduction to sales. Now the third item on the list is plan your content formats, which is next. We need to think about what content formats you want to use in each module. When planning and creating online training modules for your courses, you need to keep learner engagement on top of your mind. If you hold your learners' interest from one module to the next, they're more likely to complete the course, and so that it doesn't become boring for them. So LMS, which I mentioned earlier, learning management systems, work with many types of content. So you can upload videos, you can arrange webinars, you can have images, and so on and so forth. So to make module as engaging as possible too, we suggest you mix it up. You can open with a PDF, which is followed by a slideshow, and finish with a video. So as said earlier, this is a graphical representation of the item number 3. In these 3 modules, you can have the introduction to the company culture, and introduction to sales. And these 3 could be defined through a PDF, a slide show, or a video. Finally, in our item number 3, which is planning your content format, whatever content formats you decide to choose, it's important that they're right for your audience. If you know that your learners prefer webinars to PDF, might as well use those. So keep your content fresh and up to date by regularly gathering feedback from your learners on their training content preferences. Now, item number 4 on our list is add knowledge checks. So, quizzes and exams are a great way to break up training modules and reiterate the important points being made throughout the course. Using our sales onboarding course example again, let's test your new sales hires at the end of each module. After the introduction to company module, for example, you can have a true and false quiz which could be used to help the learners recall the need to know information which they have just acquired, making it that little bit more sticky and for them to stay and to grasp the knowledge which you've just shared with them. So here is the graphical information which I just shared with you. Here's the final point, which is responsive course content. With your online training modules built and packaged into a course ready for your learners, you'll need to ensure that the course content isn't cropped or clipped when viewed on different devices. A good LMS, learning management system, will make your courses responsive for mobile, tablet, and desktop devices by automatically resizing the content to fit the screen it is being displayed on. With your courses looking great and working seamlessly on all devices, all your learners need to do is start the training. In the end, if there are any queries or questions, please do post them in the comments section and I would be most happy to answer them. Please do subscribe my YouTube channel and join in for newer and fresher programs while we are in the quarantine time. Stay home, stay safe, happy learning. Sheikh Muhammad Ali signing off now. You take very good care of yourself. Bye bye.